Is this my camera?
I'm already filming.
I am the director of the groundbreaking series Late Night Madness.
Don't look at the camera.
Sorry. I am the director of the groundbreaking series Late Night Madness. This was a series that I created as my brainchild to express my personal angst and to show the world what was going on inside of my mind. So today we're going to do a deep dive into footage that has never been seen by the audiences of the world. Let's go on this journey together and see what happened behind the scenes.
Don't look at the camera.
Sorry. Jay!
Hi.
Oh, I was so young here. I was so full of hopes and dreams, and I was not yet scarred by the world. Oh, how things would change.
I'm Martha.
And this is Late Night Madness! Ooh, ah! Oh, you cannot show footage of her.
Why not?
Because some people are allergic to shellfish and they do not tell their director, and all of a sudden, I'm liable? So no, you cannot show her face. Blur it out. I'm Jay! We had to do a second take because the first one didn't have the pizzazz, the excitement, the drama that we wanted.
I'm Martha. I mean,
And I'm Stuart. Okay, well I'm Jay and this is Late Night.
madness.
And we're here to make your late night
A little more interesting.
and mad.
Mwah.
Okay, yeah. So we went for another take, and my assistant decided to say a separate name. This is where you find the fun. This is where we have the games, the mouse play. This is where we change things. We put improv into our art form. And yes, was it funny? Sure.
I'm Taylor.
This was an ingenue. She was a girl I picked up on the streets, and I was going to make a star.
So he claims that you were an ingenue that he discovered on the streets. Is that true?
On the streets? Okay, if that's what he wants to call fresh out of my mother's womb in the hospital, because we're related, he was there.
So he should know your name.
Does he know how to spell ingenue?
I don't know what happened to the girl. I don't even know who she is anymore. But at the time, I was going to make her brighten the night sky, like a starlet from old Hollywood. Oh. There was a full moon that first night of Late Night Madness. And I thought, I felt like howling, like a wolf man, about to break free.
Don't look at the
Sorry,
camera.
I was going to break free. So you know what I did? I was gonna howl. And one of my new cast members decided that was a great time to almost run me over with their car. So I'd run, fleeing for my life. But the film gods were looking down on me that day, and I survived. So we had to go for a second take of me howling at the moon. Rah! Do you feel that? Do you feel the pain that I was expressing in that moment? The howl, the urge to run in the wild, the urge to get back out there, the urge to be seen. And what does it mean when I said raw at the end? I was finally finding my purest, rawest form. I was no longer hiding behind the shackles of art, but I was being a free performer.
I mean, I think he was pretty out there, to say the very least.
How does this make you feel?
This was one of our first skits ever. Me and the sidekick were going to do therapy, working on each other's problems and issues. It came very natural to us.
Well, life itself is but a dream.
I would ask her, how do you feel? And she would say, life is but a dream. And we would go on like this. This would become a run-on joke.
It all started back when my mother, she moved from Czechoslovakia. She'd raised me, And we lived the life on the pig farm until we had to sell it.
How does that make you feel?
My sidekick's brain was going. The gears were turning. And she said that she was from a pig farm. And I had to know, why do you want to be a pig farmer? Don't you want to release yourself from the shackles of the life that was expected for you? And no, she wanted to be a pig farmer. And like I said, this would be the through line for the whole series of Late Night Madness. She then told me I wasn't that good at being a therapist. And so we switched positions where I cried. I released my burden onto her. And I let out a cry of pain.
Don't look at the camera.
Sorry.
Are you getting this?
Stop!
Oh, this footage is a shame. It is a mockery. The most interesting thing that ever happened on Late Night Madness was on that shot. But the camera was out of focus and you missed it. We watched a homeless man being mugged. And we sat there and we watched as his pain and anguish crossed his face. And all we have to show for it is this blurry footage. Sadly, this could never be shown because it was out of focus. Whatever happened to the homeless man, I don't know. But in that moment, it was human to human connection.
Was it a well-structured set?
I mean, well structured as a stretched out bra can be. You know. Just always barely hanging on with the thread count still kind of there, but you know, the hooks are kind of popped open and you're just barely scraping by.
We wanted to talk about silly bands. There's been a lot of talk about them lately. They're very trendy.
In this moment, I was tracing trends. I wasn't just chasing waterfalls, but trends. There was a lot of talk of everyone wearing silly bands, these small rubber bands that people wore on their wrists that had different shapes. And I wanted to latch onto it, latch onto the stardom, latch onto the excitement. But I am a man of a certain stature. I'm 6'3", and I'm tall. And little bands like that would snap upon my wrist, breaking down. So I had to search for a larger size silly band.
Oh, and last but not least, another teddy bear. Yeah.
Here's something that I've never once shared with anyone. Ever. But those were in fact not silly bands. They were silicone pancake cookie cutters.
Another heart. We have so many hearts because we love you guys.
And they fit me. They fit me.
Is it true that he invented large silly bands?
Like sweatbands? No. No.
People didn't particularly find it funny or ironic. They thought it was silly. They thought it was stupid. They said silly bands were just a trend that was passing, and I said, no, they're not. They are everything to me. They are my world. They are my reality. To this day, I can't look at a silly band without thinking about those days.
Don't look at the camera.
Sorry.
Whatever,
Okay.
it's scripted.
For your first...
I was creating a series in my mind. In my mind. And sometimes there would be so many voices in my head that I had to just be quiet and silent and sit in my corner and decide what was happening next. The actors were coming every way. They were saying, what do I say next? What's the next scene? What is the point of this show? Does this make sense? And all I could do was sit there, away from them, trying to figure out how to express my emotions to them. And the emotions I did express.
Did he ever yell at you on set?
Once. Only once. Everybody gets one.
What did you do?
Well, let's just say he found some crime and punishment coming his way.
Okay. Yeah, baby.
Oh, there's footage of me sitting with my actors, being a real chum, chatting it up, talking to them about the next scene, about what we were working on. You see next to me was the ingenue. Oh, I wish I could find her again.
I don't really really feel like you understand. We were in the trenches. He is screaming. He is crying. He is hysterical. He won't let anybody get a word in edgewise. So then he screams at us, "Improv, my little daffodils, improv!" And then I start to improv, and then he gets mad at me for improving.
Hey, I'm Jamie. Woo! That was good.
I recall this actress. Her name, I guess, was Jamie. I remember that she really, really liked, I want to say, anime.
Yeah, Hollywood, here I come.
I wanted to help my viewers by answering their questions.
Called Ask Mr. Fatman the Pig a Question.
This piggy bank was full of questions that I had cultivated from my audience, from my people. And I was going to give them answers that were solid and helpful.
We just want to say, do not follow through on any of these answers because we are not professionals and we are not trained in this.
But I was worried. I didn't know these actors. Could they give good advice? So I put a disclaimer in. Such as, don't necessarily take our advice. We don't know what we're talking of.
Each person's going to answer one question.
Plants. Yeah.
Each,
I knew something.
each person is going to answer one question, and you have to just ask the question you answered, okay?
I had so much dignity here. Despite them not listening to me, I didn't raise my voice once. I didn't lash out. I didn't scream.
He is screaming. He is crying. He is hysterical.
I just waited till they stopped speaking before I continued on with my questions to be asked.
Don't look at the camera.
Sorry.
So, what is the difference between Goofy and Play-Doh?
What is the difference between Goofy and Plato, the philosopher, the scholar? Are they not the same? Are they not the same exact entity? Yes, Goofy Goof is a scholar. And if you don't believe that, do you understand art?
Pluto.
Pluto?
I can't spell. Sorry, I can't write this stuff down.
There's a difference between Pluto's a planet. Alright? No, it's a moon now. I get what you're saying. Goofy, the big characters, I'm just acting stupid.
Okay, so that's your answer is it's the planet.
Yeah, and Goofy is a type of behavior.
Oh, this actress brought up a great point of view, is that yes, Pluto is in fact a planet, and Goofy is a personality trait and a personality dysfunction. Little did I know that this would be a earmarker for our future, is that there was going to be a lot of goofiness on this set. But I kept my cool. I sure did.
Was it a goofy, fun set?
No. Immediately no. There was never a time where I wasn't immediately fearful for my life.
I'm sorry, guys. Don't hate me. Okay, Taylor's turn.
Why do I get this question?
What's the question?
Read the question.
Is that your real hair color from Eli W? No, it's not.
What do these mean?
A question was asked to our ingenue, is that your natural hair color? But what is natural? What is hair color? Other than an expression of you? And she, in fact, was vulnerable with us. We had a moment. We caught up with her. But no, in fact, it wasn't her natural hair color.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable.
Here's my question. What is your favorite ice cream from Chelsea M? My favorite ice cream is white chocolate macadamia nut. What is your favorite color from Tarsha M? I'm gonna have to say,
Mine is yellow.
I'm gonna have to say purple. What's yours?
Sparkly lime green.
I didn't know why.
So that was our question and answers with
I have
Mr.
to
Fatman
make
the
it.
Pig. Yeah.
These questions, were they life-changing? Yes, they were. Were they monumental? Yes, they were. Were they everything? Yes, they were.
The camera.
Sorry.
If you see sparks fly.
Yeah, really.
I have said it once and I will say it again. I am a man of a certain stature. And yes, I might not be able to fit on a tiny scooter, but I wanted to drive off into that sunset, drive off into the night on a mini scooter, and so I tried. Did it work? You be the judge.
Hey, I'm going. I'm doing it.
No, it in fact did not work. But that's okay, because what are we if we are not mistake having people who try their best to succeed? No, we were not. Was this true art? Did it change the world? Yes, it did. Would I do it again? You betcha.
Would you do it all over again?
No. No. Not even like half a time for $1 million. At all. Never. No. No!
Can you tell us about Midnight Madness?
Midnight Madness? No. It was Late Night Madness. There was never a series called Midnight Madness.
We have footage.
I don't know, there isn't footage. And if there was footage, you don't have it. I'm Jay.
And this is Midnight Madness. Yeah!
I guess you do have the footage. All right. I admit it. Yes, there was a series called Midnight Madness. And only one person showed up. Because everyone else said, my mom said it's too late. I can't go out at midnight. I'm only a kid. I too was a child. I too was a kid. And I was at the streets at midnight. But one person showed up. And he expected me to have my mom drive him home. I'm an artist. I wanted to get home and edit. Instead, I had to drive into the middle of nowhere to drive him home to his home. You cannot show his face. I did not get a signing of his signature for his release. No, I didn't. Because I knew it wasn't going anywhere. Because midnight was too late. I had to scrap the whole project. No one's seen this footage. Also, it was insanely hard to get that camera to focus on a clock turning to midnight. I was stuck at 11:59 for like 30 seconds, and it wasn't turning.
Is that clock moving at all? I think the clock is dead, Mom.
So no, Midnight Madness didn't go anywhere.
We're gonna show the footage.
Fine, show the footage. Show the footage. You have it already. Show it. I am nothing if not adaptable. So we were going to shoot a scene here where we were going to be driving a mime car because I didn't have a vehicle or a license. Nor do I like to drive. So the sidekick was going to drive it while I sat there, and we were at the ATM trying to get cash out. And I was so stressed that I was on the phone yelling at somebody, screaming, "See me, hear me, love me."
They're closed. I've got to find this event.
Did it matter? No, it didn't. Because the ATM was out of cash, and we couldn't have any cash. Our next scene, we were going to fight with swords. Is this a reference? Is this a fantasy? I don't know.
You killed my father. I think.
But it felt like it mattered, and so we fought with swords, sticks and stones. This was very reminiscent of a scene we were shooting in Late Night Madness, my art form, my life-changing performance. In Late Night Madness, me and one of the actresses, we performed a Kamehameha wave. We fought in anime styles, and it was...
I'm about to hit you with my
Kamehameha!
Look at that. I got the stand. Coming!
Well, look there.
Hit you, yo. What's up?
But in Midnight Madness, it was nothing more than two boys whipping out a stick and hitting each other with them. I'm not going back to those days. It wasn't the project I wanted. It wasn't the project I deserved. It was just a piece of garbage. So no, Midnight Madness doesn't exist, nor will it ever. I won't bring it back. How dare you ask me that? There was no longevity. There was no passion. I had so many people lined up and they all canceled. They said it's 11:30 in the night. My dad's asleep. Stop calling me. And I said, you made a commitment to art, to performances. And they said to me, It's midnight. Don't call here again. Don't call here again. So yes, it was easier to shoot it at 9 o'clock at night. People were still allowed to be out before curfew. They were okay with that. They weren't already cuddled up in their little beds. They were afraid to make a change, so I made a change. I am an adaptable director, and no one will ever say that I don't go with the flow. And if the vision changes, I can adapt with it. I am nothing if not adaptable. Damn it!
Was he adaptable?
Yeah. Can he hear me?
He's not on set.
Oh, absolutely not.
We would also find ourselves performing in the streets with Late Night Madness as a group, finding pop songs that were changing the world already, and then we would put our spin on it. Oh yes, honey. But with Midnight Madness, I was alone, dancing. Dancing at a farmer's market with no one around. With no one around to see me. See me. I do have footage at Midnight Madness of me and my camera woman performing a Kamehameha wave. This is one of the few times you'd see the camera woman on screen. Was it her fault the camera was sometimes foggy?
That was even like...
I don't know. Did I blame her? Did I scream at her face and say, "You'll never work at this down as a cinematographer if you don't get this right"? Yes, I wrote a hard set. But I know what art is, damn it.
Did you ever see him yell at his mother, who's playing the dual parts of cinematographer and caterer?
Well, when he would abuse her on set in front of all of us, he would only exclusively call her the caterer.
Caterer.
I think he preferred it to like put distance between him and kind of her position on set. Director, cinematographer, they kind of work hand in hand. One is, the left hand of the other, so to speak. Whereas with catering, if a bag of Doritos had been pre-opened for him so he couldn't smack his hands against it, make it pop and scare the hell out of everybody on set, he really started to stomp around, and he wore these big boots.
Could I have afforded better equipment and better cameras? Yes. Did I waste my money on frivolous things like sound equipment and lights? No! I used my money for something important, like outfits and berets. So no, yes, the footage is blurry sometimes, but did it get the point across? Yes! Yes, it did!
My head.
What is this footage? What is this? I can't see what this is. What footage is this? Are you playing with me? This is a punk. This is a punked.
Mary Alice, what did you do?
What in fact did Mary Alice do? Was she the actress? The ingenue? Who is Mary Alice? And what did she in fact do? These are the questions I want to ask my teen self. What did Alice do? What did Mary Alice do? Tell me, boy.
You look back on Late Night Madness with fondness?
Fondness is a strong word, but I certainly relive the experience every night I close my eyes and I wake up tearing my eyelashes out. Maybe in stress, maybe in terror, definitely with some unresolved anxiety issues.
Did Late Night Madness change the world? Yes. Is Late Night Madness groundbreaking? Also, yes. Would I do it again? You bet your bottom dollar I would. But sadly, none of the actors are still out there. None of them are still performing. So I don't think there could ever be a renaissance of Late Night Madness.
Bye, guys, and remember, subscribe, comment, do whatever you can. Just please
Rate.
Rate, yes. Don't forget to rate.
And
give us money if you want to. Yeah, we like money.
Yeah, pay us.
We do like money. So just remember to subscribe and all that, and leave comments and ask questions. And thank you for
We
watching.
appreciate baked goods also.
We
But not
appreciate
least
baked
the
goods.
cyanide.
Okay, but thank you for all your support, and we hope that you come back next week to watch next week. Okay, bye.
You're watching J Markers Network. Get into it.
Queer, stop staring at me.
That was a bit racist, you tasteless shrew.
It makes me horny, and it makes me feel alive. For once!
I'm non-binary. I don't conform to being male or female.
Oh, cool.
Bounce a quarter off of that ass. Damn.
Hey, don't do that.
When you get tired of playing with Blondie, here's my number.
I got mugged.
I do drag.
Just being drop dead sexy.
This is Jay. Jay's non-binary.
I'm non-binary.
This is Ace. He used to bully Jay.
Hey, don't do that.
Madison and Ace used to go out.
We're not getting back together.
Madison is Jay's cousin. 10 years later, will Jay be able to stand up to this childhood bully? It's time to grow up.
Click, the animated series, only on JayMarker's network.
I need food. Someone bring me food. All I have is that apple.
My Film School Diary, only on JayMarker's network.
Film School Diary, my 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 Film School Diary.
Hi, I'm Craig T. Crabapple of Crabapple and Crabapple Law Firm, and I'm gonna get you paid. Have you been harassed by Horizon's ads? You know the one I'm talking about with that guy, Steve. Well, they made a mistake. We are filing a lawsuit against them for you. That's right. They said that they were making a phone line that lets you call your family from beyond the grave. I don't think so. That's crazy. What they did was open a vortex to the beyond. And that's not good for you or your family. That's right. They knew what they were doing when they sold your information and opened a vortex to hell. That's right. They know what they're doing. Steve knows what he's doing. We can get you big compensation if you call us now at Crabapple and Crabapple Law Firm. We don't contact the beyond. All we do is get paid. That's right. Big money for you because Horizon knew what they were doing. With that being said, Steve, I'm looking at you. Me, Craig T. Crabapple, with my fellow associates at Crabapple and Crabapple are coming for you. That's right, you. We're gonna take it all. Horizon, you're not gonna be able to take advantage of people anymore. They were mourning people and they were losing people. We want their money. We're gonna get it for them. That's right. Call Crabapple and Crabapple now to get your consultation about your compensation. Spend your late nights with Spend your late nights with Creeper. Late Night Madness. Only on JayMarker's network. Americans lose $70 million worth of change every year, and it's up to the Coinstar to find it. That is the whole plan of the game. You gotta always be looking for those coins. You cannot stop looking just because you didn't find none. They're out there. There's so much change that's unaccounted for every single year.
When we're out here Coinstar on the street, we gotta look in every crevice, look for all the possible places. I like to find places where people are probably hanging out, maybe in the shade.
JR is on the hunt for good coin. I was super excited when I got outside the electronics store and I saw a penny sitting there on the street. So we can make a quick buck.
I'm also wearing my protective gear because it's better to stay safe than holding a hot penny and burning yourself.
I do like to check out thrift stores because you never know what you're gonna find. One time I bought me a coat, I bought me a nice jacket to go to a prom or like a wedding or something, and I put my hand in the pocket, I found a dirty tissue. But then I put my hand in the other pocket and I found some coins. So yeah, I had a dirty tissue in one pocket, coins in the other. I saved the coins. I threw out the tissue. That was gross. With his helpful hints, he might just make that big jackpot. It's me, I'm the Coinstar. Let's get it. Coinstars, only on JayMarker's network. You're watching JayMarker's network. Get into it.